Happy New Year and welcome to the Drunkard's Path. I'm Shelley and today I have a lot to show you, so let's just get started here. Last video I neglected to say that we have a new rotary cutter in the shop, and this one is kind of a high-end one, and it's really great if you're left-handed or right-handed, but it's weighted and it's I saw really good reviews on this. I believe Jenny Doan uses this one. She is left-handed, but again, you can use it left-handed or right-handed, but have a look on our website and you'll see this. Also, just letting you know that we're getting a new collection coming in, hopefully later this month. It's Strawberry Lemonade by Sherry and Chelsea. It's really beautiful colors, nice and bright, just really gets you in the mood for spring. So if you think, oh gosh, the weather, it's so dull out there. I mean, it is where we live here in Ontario, Canada, so it's a little dull. So when you get something like that come in, it really kind of gets you motivated for spring and making something uplifting. So keep an eye for that, and we'll let you know as soon as it comes in. Being the start of a new year, I thought I would get organized, and I got together this quilting journal, which I just made a cover for. It's just a binder, and I made this cover for it, and it says Shelley's Quilt Journal, and I put a little, I embroidered with my machine these little, like a tomato scissors and threads, just to give it my own personal feel. Anyway, so inside, I have the 2024 Sew and Stash calendar, and it's got the 3 holes in it, so you can use it in the 3-ring binder, and it's really great for keeping track of your projects. Now, I got the extra insert in mine, which I'm going to show you. It shows you the quilt project index, so you write down each project, and then what I did was I got this little Polaroid camera for Christmas. It's so cute, and little tiny Polaroids come out. Probably about 2 by 3 inches, about the size of a business card. And each project that I make, I take a photo, and when it's completed, and I just tape it into the journal. So I can always, I mean, if you're going to give a quilt away or something, maybe you just want to keep an image of what you actually made, just to go back to. And it has got all the information in there, the starting date, the fabric collection, supplies, everything that you need to keep track of your project. And maybe sometime you want to go back, someone asks you, oh, what did you make, or what did you use, and you can't remember. I mean, it's been a while since you've made the quilt, so you just go back to your journal and you look, oh yes, I used such and such fabric collection, and it's really a great way to keep things organized. So I'm gonna be using that one all year, and as well as it's got the monthly tabs here, so then you just write down whatever you need to keep track of throughout the year. So of course I had to jump on board with a new quilt along, being beginning of January, and every year Sherry McConnell from A Quilting Life puts out free patterns, one each month for the entire year, and then she'll give you the finishing pattern at the end, so you can put it all together. There are 2 different size blocks. I think one is 8-inch and the other one's 16. I chose to go with the 16-inch because it's just a little bit easier to work with. So this is the first block, and each and every one of the blocks will have the same outside pieces. So the inside one is the one that'll change month by month. Now I'm using a Christmas fat quarter bundle that I had, but if anybody wants to jump in on this sew along, if you want a fat quarter bundle cut up, let us know. Put it in the notes if you order a bunch of quarter yards. Just say I would like to have them as fat quarters, so you can use the same collection throughout your sew along. When I was doing this one, I made a mistake. On the outside, instead of the pink here, I had the blue. And let me tell you, it makes a difference. So I had to rip it all out, not the inside, but just the outside, and redo the flying geese, the big flying geese on the outside. And when that happens, some things you can get away with. You think, oh, okay, I'm gonna live with that. This one, no, it definitely made a huge difference on the look of the whole thing, especially when this is gonna be the same throughout the whole quilt. So that I'm glad that I actually caught it, but now it's fixed. So this, I kitted it all up, and I have each month a new block will come out. So I just put it in this binder, and we'll link below on where this actually is on Sherry McConnell's website, so you can jump in as well. And these are all my fabrics that I just starched them all, got everything ready. My background, I'm just going to use this pink because I like pink. I have everything in this storage case ready to go. So each month when it comes up, it's only one block a month. You think, well, I can do that. And at the end of the year, you're going to have a really nice quilt. My next project that I just started was something that I actually got kitted up about a couple months ago and completely forgot that I had it. So I was kind of cleaning up my sewing room and I went, oh yeah, I forgot all about this one. This is it's the Riley Blake 2023 quilt along. And this again is a free pattern. We'll put the link down below. It's on the Riley Blake website. These ones are a little more challenging, I believe, but it's a good thing because it really gets your skill set up on certain things that you may not want to try, but once you learn how to do it, you think, oh, that wasn't so bad. And then it's got, I think there's 16 blocks altogether. They're already there. You don't have to wait for, each month to go by. So I did the first block, and I'll probably do a couple a month. And this, I used Bella Solids from Fig Tree and Company. So these are the colors, which I think are really pretty together. You can see them all, but we got your greens, peaches, browns, beige. Just a really, really nice color set there. So this is the first block, and it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that hard. I think these ones are 10.5. Yes, I believe this is a 10.5-inch block completed or finished. So you just, do your squares in the middle, and these are not flying geese because you can see it doesn't go to the end. You just do a sew and flip on each one, and these are just half square triangles. And this is the first block. The second one, I think, is a little more difficult. Yeah, a little bit. But, I mean, that's, you just take each step as it comes, and don't get too far ahead of yourself. Take your time, and it'll look great. Well, throughout the holidays, I thought I'm going to give the Perfect 5 Quilts book another go. I wanted to try out another pattern, so I decided I was going to do the Icebox Cookie Quilt. You can see what it looks like. So I'm sewing along on my little featherweight and, making the blocks one by one, piecing it together. And at the end, or close to the end, I went, something is not right here. I sewed one part of it the opposite way than it should be, but I finished them all and I thought, I'm not going to go back and do that over again. I mean, it's not going to look like the picture, but it's, it still turned out okay. This is what I ended up getting from the whole thing. I used one charm pack. It was like a Halloween type one. I can't remember it's called Midnight something. I can't remember the name of the actual charm pack, but it called for 36 5-inch squares. And this is what came out. And I'm okay with it because it's just kind of like, it's kind of like an obscure type of a pattern anyway, so it didn't really matter. So I think this is like 40 inches by 40 inches, and something like this, you can just, hold it up. You can use this outside, sit on the grass, read a book, something like that, or put around you. If you're just, watching TV, it's not a huge one, but you don't have to necessarily just put all of these smaller ones up on the wall or something. You can use these for whatever. And in kids, it's perfect size for, a smaller child. So just use your imagination, I guess, on how you want to use your end quilt. But I just quilted this one myself. You can see I think it's called the serpentine stitch, the squiggle. A lot of machines have that particular stitch, and I just used that with a variegated thread, and I thought it turned out okay considering the big boo-boo I made, but you know, that happens. Okay, now we're at the cross stitch portion of the video. I decided to jump in on the Fat Quarter Shop. They've got a new cross stitch for 2024, and it's called Shelf Life Stitch Along. And what it is so cute. There are these little mason jars. Each month, it's a mason jar, and inside of it is like for January is a little snowman. We don't know the rest of them because it's a mystery so long. So February will be another mason jar with something inside of that. It's really cute. So what I did was I got some black linen. This is why I got 28 count. And it's a fairly big piece because I want to do all of mine on one continuous piece of fabric. And you can do them individual and then just, you know, finish each one of them individually, or you can have them one big one. But I think they're I'm gonna say like 4 inches by 6 inches, something like that. But we'll put a link to this this stitch along if you wanted to jump in on it. So each month I'll show you my progress. I should have each of them done, and they're just really cute. I just love those little mason jars. So if you wanted to get in on that, we do have darker fabric that you might want to use. We have a 16 count Aida and a 14 count Aida. I think that's the two ones. Yeah, 16 and 14 count of it's called a charcoal. Yeah, charcoal dyed effect. So this would work well. What I'm going to use rather than the DMC or the Classic Colorworks, for Christmas, got these really nice embroidery threads. And I'm just going to pull the colors from here. I'm not going to open this. I'm just afraid they're all going to tumble out. But there's these ones are variegated. And there's a whole bunch of solids in here. So I did a little test piece using these threads. And I just wanted to see, because it says one thread equals two threads of like a DMC or something. So I thought, well, does it really? I don't know. Yeah, it does, because I doubled up and I did a little this little motif, and it's really thick. And then I went just a single strand and I did the inside, and I thought, okay, that's way better. So if you're ever wondering what something will look like, just do a little test piece and you'll see what the end result will be. It didn't take me that long, and I'm glad I did it, because I can't imagine if I had doubled up on the strands, then I think it would just be too bulky. So I'm really looking forward to getting my pattern. That should be in probably in the next week or so. And again, I will show you my progress on each month. Hopefully you'll jump in and join us on this stitch along. Okay, lastly, I want to show you my progress that I made on the Quaker Christmas. I don't know if you remember me saying that I was going to stick to one stitch through the whole month. I actually did it. Just one piece through the whole month of December. Now, when I started it, I only had about this little portion done right here. Now I want to show you my progress that I've got to now for the whole month. This is where I am now, which is, well, it's quite a bit done. It's not quite half, believe it or not, but that's a lot of stitching. And I think it's coming out really nice. And the beauty of this particular one is that you're staying with the same color. You're not doing color switches, so you're not going to make a mistake that way. But there is, a little bit of red and some gold throughout, but not very much. So I really, really enjoy doing this one. This is on white linen. I think this is also a 28 count. And it's not difficult. It's 2 strands over two holes, right? So you're not just going in every single hole because it's a 28 count. But it's going to be a fair size. Now the whole piece of linen is about that big, so we're looking at a fairly good size when it's all done. And I'm hoping to have that done by next Christmas. You never know. There's always something catching my eye, but It was fun to do, and I'm going to just keep on going with it. Okay, so stay tuned. We're going to have another giveaway coming up shortly. It'll be another quilt kit, and we'll keep you up to date on that. But until then, keep sewing, keep stitching. Bye for now.